we got 2 airplanes at the same time. Isn't that something? We can listen to them. They use that jet power to get over those bridges too. Well, I was close. I mean, right there. If I had maybe a brand new Kia, I probably would have been right there on top of it. But I have to watch out for the wind. Sailing away. That's an interesting, it looks almost like sails. I've never really noticed that. Okay, I think you can go under that or something, or I think you would. Oh my gosh, that wind's blowing. I'm gonna roll this up here. Okay, we're passing Terminal B, and we'll be approaching Terminal C. So ideally, later on in the future, if I get to do YouTube full time and make money off of it and become like a travel vlogger or whatever kind of vlogger I become, then, you know, or whatever, a cooking show takes, I don't really know. I don't know. Whatever takes off. Whatever part of the vlog whoops. Gotta get some gas. All right, we're kind of getting to the end of the night. Let's go ahead and drop this off. I got another 20 miles to worry about gas. And then, yeah. We're probably gonna call after this one. And we'll head back. I do a lot of last drops at the Terminal C. Last drop at Terminal C. One of the, you know, a lot of the last drops. And then we'll head off and get gas. Call it a night. Linda called earlier. She's doing the dishes. All right, so it says Hyatt Regency Hotel, which is where we're pulling in. It's a really cool pull in on Hyatt Regency. It's very high, like right here. Almost kind of looks a little haunted or something. It's older. Looks like first or third quarter. I think on the right side, that signifies first quarter. So that would be the first quarter. Looks like a convention's dropping off right here. Who knows what time? What are y'all, on a film trip or something?
Huh? Oh, no, we're training.
Oh, training American Airlines?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I almost did that. I couldn't, I ended up not passing the city thing, or the airport code.
Oh, the airport code stuff?
Yeah, I just studied every once in a while. I think like they do like you have to get like 200 of them or something.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch.
Yeah. So you have to get at least like 80% or higher.
Yeah, that's
Are you American Airlines or another one?
No, we're American.
Oh, you're American? Okay. Yeah, my mom worked for American for like it was like 20 years.
Oh, really?
Or more than that. Yeah, she retired. She did Advantage.
Oh,
It's like an advanced version of booking people. They mostly work with like business. It's like what you move up to.
Yeah, kind of like a promotion recognition.
Yeah, I thought about maybe doing it again. You go to the different interviews. There's the first one where you write. You would use like Google or something.
Oh, I don't know. I've actually never heard about that one. That one was.
Then the second one, you do the test. And the third one's like face to face. So basically, I was training, and or I was gonna train, but I left. I didn't do it, and I ended up. They were training us. We had to fly out of Boston. So I basically went. I was in California at the time, and I flew to New York. So I went to school in New York, to another like a grad school. That's where it all happened. They flew out of Boston, and for 9/11. That was during the time, and all the training was coming out of Boston.
Oh, weird.
I don't know if any trainers were on the flight.
See you later.
But there were, you know, I mean, crew and stuff. American Airlines were attacked. You know, they were, you know, that happened during 9/11. You know, it's kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I went a different path. But every single, I don't know if they do it now though.
I gotta go to her room with her first.
Oh
no, we gotta go get that here.
Do they still train out of Boston?
No.
They probably stopped that. Anyway, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, they were American Airlines trainees, which, yes, I did try to become a flight attendant when I was 27. But I would have flown out of Boston, and I was in New York at the time when 9/11 happened. And there could have been a chance. I could have been on one of those planes. Going to floor 12 right here. They're all getting off on full floor, or like fourth floor, way further down. But I didn't become a flight attendant. And then later on in life, I tried to become like a receptionist. Not really a receptionist, but it was like an American Airlines like Advantage program, where it was basically like where you book flights for people. It's not really a reception. It's not a reception. It's a horrible way of saying it. It's an American Airlines call agent or something similar. I even hit that 12 twice. It's basically like a call center person where you book people on flights. You got to know all the airport codes and everything. I didn't get that either. That's why you're watching this vlog, really. I gotta drop this food off. It's called KFC. But I'm lucky that I didn't become a flight attendant, because I could have been on one of those flights that were headed right to the World Trade 9/11 time. But I was there. I was going to acting school at the time, at Actor Studio, drama school, news school. Very fortunate to do that. Hey, look, there's me. Anyway, we're gonna drop this off and we're gonna head to a gas station because I'm low on gas. And what do you know? It actually runs out by 2 numbers. Man, I can't believe I was looking for 1252. That ends on 1250. All the American Airlines people are they're just getting into their rooms. This one's supposed to go to at least to 1252. But I'll have to find the other way. I have no idea. Maybe it's on the other side. I'm on the 12th floor, so there is American Airlines ones. They look almost kind of like Mormons. You know, they have like white shirts. And, you know, like really dark colored pants. Stuff like that. But you just think, oh, I've got my life made. You know, it's kind of like, oh wait, it's this way. I'm an American Airlines employee. My life is set for the rest of my life. I don't know. I hear that sometimes the flight attendants, they bleed out of their ears and stuff. It's like really tough. Oh, hey, how you doing? You never want to do that. Oh, don't ever do that. You didn't see what I did. In order to fight with the elevator doors, there's horror stories about this kind of stuff. Elevators, you gotta be careful. We're on 12th, we'll be headed down to 1, and then we'll be getting gas. Big thumbs up. So that's all I have for you tonight. I'm in an elevator. Just ran into a bunch of American Airlines employees. Talked to them a little bit about my story. They don't really want to care. They haven't followed my vlog yet. Maybe they will. I should have told them about it. Didn't have time. I'm gonna put this thing on. The lady just got some Jack in a box, which they got a hold of me when I was inside the airport. She's waiting in there, but I gotta go get the Jack in a box and bring it back. Amazing. All right, so we got to pick up the Jack in a box and bring it right back to Hyatt Regency, and then we're gonna call it a night and go to a fuel city and pick up some fuel. Hopefully, this is only a 5-mile pickup and 5 miles back. I met the persons, you know, basically ordered it. How they got ahead of me, because I already turned everything off before I even got to the airport, I don't know. They secretly sometimes keep it on to give you one last little, you know, delivery kind of thing. That's cost me an extra $2 because I have to leave the airport and go back, get the food, come back, then leave the airport again, which is another $2. So the whole thing is going to cost me $4 because I have to leave and then come back and then leave, you know. But, you know, who am I to complain nowadays anyway? You never know your fate. That's the thing. It did scare me. I asked them if they still training, you know, the American Airlines people, if they're still training and they fly out of Boston. They said no, they don't. So I don't know, they may have changed that. There could have been some trainers on some of those flights, or at least brand new, you know, flight attendants. We'll have to, you know, you have to do the research to find out. And we're off. Yes, we understand. Let's go get our Jack in the Box and bring it back to the airport at Hyatt Regency and drop it off, and then go to Fuel City and then head home. Oh, I should do this like in fast motion, but then I have to like breathe weird or something on like on the time lapse, or play some guitar or something. So I'm just keep it real motion. So some of the editing will just be reasonable. But anyway, regardless, we are going to pick up that Jack in the Box and we're going to drop it right back at, I guess, in the lobby area of the freaking Hyatt Regency. She's waiting patiently for this Jack in the Box. She looks at me and she goes, "Is that my Jack in the Box?" And I said, "No, it's KFC." She goes, "What?" I showed her, and she's like, "That's not my name." That's because she just ordered it when I freaking arrived, probably within the airport. Let's try some Elliott Smith. So I believe that Needle in the Hay, I'm guessing, is on an album called Alphabet Town, which is about New York. Needle in the Hay is a pretty good one. I hear that Johnny Depp's a fan of the song because he used it when he did a little film called Secret Window. You kind of want to say it's Alfred Hitchcock, but it's actually Stephen King. I should know the director too, forgive me. But, whoa, hang on, I was going to turn the wrong way. Secret Window I did watch with my first wife, who later on we ended up in a divorce. And boy, let me tell you, I craved the corn, if you know what I mean. You got to see it. Johnny Depp's pretty good work. Pretty good work by him. And there's that other guy, Jonathan. You know what I'm talking about. The Jonathan. You know him. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody can pronounce his name. The Jonathan. Anyway, he's in it too. He plays the guy that's like, "You stole my story." No, he says, "You stole my story. You stole my story." That kind of thing. So if you're feeling saucy at Jack in the Box, you can dip into our Jack's classic sauces. Barbecue, creamy avocado, lime sauce, sweet and sour sauce, honey mustard, teriyaki sauce, and hi. You can also do like sweet and sour. I think there's another one. I can't tell the left one over there. I can't really see it. Red hot. Secret sauce is what they call it. There's red hot teriyaki, honey mustard, sweet and sour. Looks like creamy avocado lime sauce, barbecue sauce, and then something that I can't see. But anyway, if you're feeling saucy, extra sauces can cost extra. Alright, I just got a hold of the client. We'll be meeting them in the lobby, dropping off this Jack in the Box, and then we will be headed straight to Fuel City. I may not do Fuel City. I may not be able to because we're running pretty low on fuel right now. Surprised my car hasn't told me to take a coffee break. Well, it says consider a break and it shows a coffee cup, so you get the message. Anyway, regardless, we will be dropping off the Jack in the Box in the lobby of Hyatt Regency, headed back to DFW Airport. Then we'll be headed to some type of fuel place, a fuel destination, a place that sells gasoline. We'll be grabbing that, and then we may stop at Fuel City and then fuel up the rest of the way. Probably, I don't know, I may stop and I don't know, we'll have to see. Like do $4 or $5 worth and then do another 10 or 15 at Fuel City. And then tomorrow we're gonna go to probably, we'll figure that out. Like I said, we'll figure that out tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has its problems of its own. We'll figure out tomorrow later, and then just pretty much vlog kind of almost over, and then we'll almost call it a night eventually. All right, I was questioning myself, should I show it? Yes, because we want people to understand what we go through to pick up this type of stuff. First time was KFC. The second time is Jack in a Box. And I'm kind of doing this here. Jack in a Box. Jack jumping up and down. And then moving this way. So you know the difference between the two, right? You got the KFC one, which is first, and this is Jack in a Box one. So you know the difference. There's the difference between the two. Some people make A's for excellence. Some people make B's for being good. And then others just get by on the C. And we're on Terminal C. And we're headed to Hyatt Regent C. Bump. So, like I said, some make the A. That's really, really, really good. That's excellent. B, that's good. Or they just barely get by on that C. And some say those are the type that rule the world. But, you know, Terminal C, Hyatt Regency. Dun, 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 dun. I'm actually listening to one of Linda and Cole band's song called Filming Laser Tag at the Main Event. It's actually kind of a good song. All right. So we'll be handing this Jack in a Box off and leaving to gas stations, or at least to a gas station, to get some fuel.